Alright, so we're going to look at the homework assignments here where we're filling in these pieces. And so for the first one, we're asked to figure out the vertices, edges, and faces of this polyhedron. And so we start off with the vertices, which are these corners. And so the vertices are just our corner points, and so S, R, T, U, V, which should be pretty straightforward. And then if we're looking at the edges, those are the lines along the outer side. So we have RT, TU, UR, all those pieces, and we just list them as line segments. So SR, SU, ST, the ones with S, SV, UR, UT, UV, and VT. So that gives us our line segments as we go through this. And then the one that's a little trickier is the faces. So if I look at the faces, those are those sides, and the faces in this case, except for the back, are triangles. So I have triangle SUR, triangle SVU, triangle ST, or in the back, right? It's not a triangle, it's this rhombus shape, and so I have that piece back there. I should actually add another point there, STRV, so it has to have a V attached to it, and then I have a triangle on that side, and that side there. So those are my faces as we go through this. All right, for our next one, we're drawing the net. So we imagine that this thing unfolds. I can see I have a trapezoid, and then the sides here, the lateral faces, are rectangles, and they're not all the same. And so we have to be a little bit careful about how we draw it. But if I look at those pieces and I unfold them, I have this small one on the top, that's the one in orange, and then these other ones that are bigger than that. And since we don't have any numbers, it's a little bit tricky to figure out. And then I got to figure out where those trapezoids go. Well, the short side is attached to the orange piece here, so that's where I put it. And there's one in the front and there's one in the back, and that becomes my net. For cross sections, we imagine like a plane cutting through our pieces. And so for A, I want a horizontal cross section, means it comes through the middle of that thing like that. And we can see, if I was to look at that, I would just get a circle for that part of the funnel. It would be different in terms of where I cut it, but it's still going to be a circle. If I make a vertical cross section, that's cutting it straight up and down. What I get is this Y-shaped piece. So the cross section, if you looked at it straight on the side, the funnel would look like that. And then our last one is we're drawing a horizontal plane through the left and right faces of a cube, which means it looks like that, which is just a square, and it would be the size of one of our faces. You can imagine that this comes straight down and it works right there.